Fox 55 Sports. This is The Locker Room.
Keion, where will you be attending college basketball next season?
Next season, I'll be attending the University of Kentucky.
So there you have it. Keion to Kentucky. Has a nice ring to it, unless maybe you're an IU fan.
True.
Welcome inside the locker room, everyone, alongside my partner, Peter Hood. I'm Justin Prince. You just heard it from the man himself right off the top. Fort Wayne native and five-star basketball recruit Keion Brooks Jr. announcing his commitment to the Kentucky Wildcats earlier this evening.
Yeah, we've got full coverage coming your way over the next few minutes. You'll hear more from Keion Brooks Jr. We also caught up with Keion Brooks Sr., as well as national recruiting analyst Brian Snow. You'll hear from all of them on tonight's show. So it's Kentucky over Indiana, North Carolina, and Michigan State. Those were the schools that made Keion's Final Four. Tonight, the former Northside High School standout returning to his hometown to announce his decision in front of friends, family, and fans. The gym was packed to the gills at St. Paul's Lutheran School. It's a place that's near and dear to Keion's heart, and we caught up with him there moments after one of the biggest moments of his young career. Why Kentucky?
I just feel like at the end of the day, the relationship that I built with Coach Keion, I can trust him. You know, he's told me that he can help me reach my dreams and my goals. And he's going to put me in the best position to do that. So now it's just all on me to come in and work hard and do as best as I can.
What is it about Coach Keion, his style, his system that you feel like suits you at the college level?
I feel like he let his players play. You know, if you're an athlete and you can make plays, he don't let you do that. It's not going to hold you back or restrain you to anything. I just feel like the way that they play is really how I play. It fits my play style the best, so that's why I decided to go to Kentucky.
When did you make up your mind that Kentucky was the place for you?
Probably a couple days ago. It was a very tough decision. It was hard. You know, I had a lot of great options, a lot of great coaches wanted me, and it was very difficult to let them know that I want to be attending their school, but I'm still grateful for them recruiting me, and I appreciate it. And I built very great relationships with everybody throughout this whole process. You've
been highly recruited since your freshman year of high school. Now that this process is over, I guess, what are your emotions? What's going through your mind right now?
I'm just beyond excited. Can't wait to get back to school and get ready to win a national championship at LaLu. And now I can start shifting my focus strictly towards that. I don't have to worry about the recruiting process anymore. So it's been great to get this off my chest. I've had fun throughout the whole experience.
The decision, why was it important to do it in Fort Wayne at this specific location?
This is where I'm from. This is where it all started at, especially here at St. Paul's. Me taking that transition from just a kid who likes to play basketball, who loves it, and can see himself being in the NBA one day. So this is where I'm from, and this is where it all started at.
All these people here tonight, what does the support from this community, from your friends and family mean to you on a day like today?
It means everything to have so many people come out and support me and wish me well. It just feels good to have a group of people around you that love you and wants the best for you. So I really appreciate everyone coming out. And I just want to thank God for putting me around so many blessings and around so many great people.
Last thing for me, obviously you said you got another tournament to play with LaLu, but after that, as you look ahead to Kentucky, what are your goals as you head down there for your freshman season?
I want to win the national championship. I feel like we got the class coming in to do it, and key pieces returning to do it as well. So I feel like with the talent that we have, and Coach Keion being the coach that he is, we can do it.
So you just heard from Keion himself, the five-star recruit again, headed to Kentucky and Big Blue Nation to continue his basketball career.
Yeah, you know, one man that's been there through the entire process from his youth hoop days, heck, all the way back to his diaper days, all the way through to today's college commitment. Of course, his father, Keion Brooks Sr. We caught up with Sr. shortly after Keion Jr.'s decision earlier tonight. He's been highly recruited since his freshman year of high school. You know, now that it's coming to an end, what are your thoughts and emotions for your son?
Well, you know, I'm just happy for him. Happy that he's able to get that off his chest. It's been a long recruitment, you know. one of the tough parts of being as good as he's been is that they get on you a little earlier, and you go through a real recruitment of a lot of great coaches that he's had. So to see that weight lifted off of him, and now that he can finish on the final part of his high school career and just have fun and not worry about that, it's great to see that. It's also great to just see the next step that he's about to achieve.
You know, as a father, to see the community out here to support him tonight, just what's it mean to you to have a night like tonight?
Oh, it was great. You know, to see the way that people came out and really packed the gym for him. And, you know, I was just really, really excited to see everybody come out.
Why was Big Blue Nation the right fit for Keion Brooks Jr.?
Well, you know, I think when it came down to it lined up with his goals that he was trying to achieve. It also gave him an opportunity to be able to play right away and be challenged every day. You know, part of the process is we want to make him go somewhere where he continues to grow and continues to stay on the path of his goals and be held accountable on and off. You know, and just talking to the staff and talking to Coach Cal about the process of what it would take. You know, the one thing I really took out of it was how hard it was going to be. And anything that's hard and that you work for hard, it usually comes out being pretty good.
More than just a dad, you were also a college basketball player, so you played at this level. How do you see your son's game transitioning from the high school game to the college game, and what are your expectations as far as the impact he'll be able to make right away there?
Well, I think that because I play and part of the process that I went through kind of helped him be a little further along with his process. From day one, I tried to train him like a college guy, you know. I was a four-year guy, and I just took the things that I learned and put it on him at a young age so that hopefully when he gets to college, he wouldn't be afraid of it. You know, he'll be able to move right in. I think he'll be ready. I think he'll be a guy that comes in right away and work his butt off. I think he'll do everything that he needs to do to be a great teammate and be just a great player for Coach Cal. And for that, I think that the move to Lalamere really helped him. He's been able to really grow up a lot in that aspect of it. So, you know, I think that he'll be a lot further along than I was.
Definitely sounds like a proud dad. So Keion Sr., all of you here in the Summit City and us here at Fox 55 haven't been the only ones following Keion Brooks Jr. for the majority of his hoops career.
Yeah, as you heard Keion Sr. say, Keion Jr.'s recruitment started at a very young age, and people around the country have followed his career from early on, and that includes 24/7 sports recruiting analyst Brian Snow. We caught up with him following Keion's decision earlier tonight. Your surprise level, what your reaction at all at his decision?
You know, if you would have asked me this a couple weeks ago, I probably would have been surprised. But some of the intel coming in, especially after that visit to Tennessee, was that Kentucky kind of made a really good impression. I know he liked Indiana, he liked Michigan State, but I think Keion kind of wanted to do his own thing. And like he said, Coach Calipari did a phenomenal job, really selling him at the end on the role that he would have. So I can't say I was surprised, but you never know going into an announcement like this.
What was that sales pitch from Coach Cal, and I guess how he sees Keion fitting into that system down there?
You know, one thing Keion mentioned to me was that Coach Cal, he not only cares about winning a title, he cares about his players. And I think that was huge for Keion. Keion's big on relationships. Comes from a very tight-knit family. So that relationship, that bond that he feels he was able to build with Coach Calipari, and that trust that Coach Calipari was going to look out for his best interest, I think played a huge role in this decision. And then also you got two starters at the forward position that are going to be leaving for the NBA draft. And while Keion never wanted to be promised anything, you know, it's easy to see where minutes are going to come from.
You know, obviously we know how talented he is and the impact he can make on the basketball floor at the high school level. How do you expect he'll be able to translate his game to the college level, and what kind of impact do you think he'll be able to make right away down there?
You know, I think as long as he gets in the weight room and continues to work the way he's been working for the last 12 months, that he's going to make an immediate impact. And quite honestly, Kentucky needs him to make an immediate impact. Khalil Whitney's going there with him. He's a 5-star forward out of Chicago, so he's kind of going to have a running mate on the wing at the forward position. But there's no reason he shouldn't have a good freshman year, and then we'll see what happens after that. But I would think he's going to be ready to play right away. Got to continue to get stronger, continue to work hard. But the minutes are there, and he's the type of kid with his character on and off the court that tends to make a good impact as a freshman.
You know the kid, I mean, outside of the basketball player, you've known him for a few years now. outside of basketball, why is Kentucky the right fit for Keion Brooks Jr.?
I can't answer that necessarily. I can just tell you Keion Brooks, the human being, in every encounter I've had with him has been top notch. He's a great student. He's a smart kid. He just makes all good decisions in his life. So you got to like what you're getting with Keion, and he felt Lexington would be able to bring it out of him on and off the court.
Shout out to my man dancing there behind the interview.
I didn't even see that before.
Having a good time out there tonight.
I guess your thoughts on Keion heading in Kentucky. I saw it after, you and I had some conversations.
Yeah, I mean, first of all, congrats to Keion.
Absolutely,
I mean, obviously, regardless, obviously a lot of people in his state wanted him to go to Indiana or Purdue, but regardless of the decision, you have to be happy for a kid who's obviously worked his entire life to have a night like tonight where he has the entire community come out to support him in this decision. And it was cool to see. There were a lot of IU fans in the room. Yep. And obviously they wanted it to be a different outcome, but they still clapped, they still showed their support because this is a guy who's obviously put on for the city of Fort Wayne for a few years now, and it's cool to see. But I mean, Coach, you're playing for Coach Cal, man. I mean, two things when you go to play for Coach Cal. One, he's going to get you ready to go to the next level, and Keion's always said his goal was to play in the NBA. And two, you're going to have a chance to compete for a national championship. We heard Keion say that was his goal as a freshman, and he's going to have an opportunity to do both of those things there, and going to be really fun to see how he evolves as a player down there in Lexington.
No doubt about it. Looking forward to it. He's certainly going to be our guy when he heads down there next year.
Absolutely.
So.